You're watching Local 5 News. We are Iowa.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Local 5 News Midday. Joining us now is Jeremiah Wright with GETITWRIGHT Fitness right here in Des Moines. And we're reaching the end of the year, Jeremiah, so this is kind of the time where people start to think about fitness goals, New Year's resolutions for 2023. What would you say is a good launching off point when making goals, fitness goals?
Definitely. I would say the number one thing a person can do when making fitness goals is be realistic about the time frame they can do that in. So one thing you can do is step back from that bigger goal and make some smaller goals within that bigger goal. And then what that allows you to do, it allows you a checkpoint. So if you do fail, you can say, hey, I had a roadmap for myself. This is where I'm supposed to be. Then it also allows us the opportunity to reward ourselves when you get that positive reinforcement there.
Yeah. What would be a simple, small goal that a person can set right now?
Well, you know, we got these fitness trackers and stuff now. So, hey, maybe I want to, get an extra 2,500, 5,000 steps,
Yeah.
Don't go for that 5K right away. But you can put that on your roadmap, but just don't. I'm going to do a 10-mile run. So.
Yeah. And why do you think it's important, even like mentally, for a person to have smaller achievable goals on their way to that big goal?
Yeah, but you get to building that momentum up.
Yeah.
Building that momentum up, and then, if we make a big goal and we fail, we're like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. And then we're going to start off and wait another year to do it again. So building that momentum is very important.
And I know when it comes to fitness goals, a big part of that is also nutrition. So what are some realistic ways to set nutritional goals as well?
Definitely. So one thing you can do is begin to track on an app like MyFitnessPal and give yourself a target. And then give yourself a breakdown. They say eat like a king in the morning, a prince at lunch, and a peasant at dinner. So making sure that big meal comes at the beginning of the day so you have time to work it off, and then, gradually cut it back, cut back, and cut back.
Yeah. Why is it important for especially for someone who's kind of new to this fitness journey? Why do you think it's important for them to really work their way up versus going in really hard at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, because it can be overwhelming. At the beginning of the year, you're highly motivated, you create them new goals, but then when you say, oh man, life happens, and you say, is this realistic for me to make it sustainable? So if you work your way up, you can figure out where it works in, what time works best for you to work out, and how can I implement these changes in my life.
What would you say, from your years of working in the fitness industry, what are maybe one or two things that you see as one of the bigger mistakes that people make when they set these fitness goals?
Well, I'm gonna work out every day of the week, all 7 days, and then you get that burnout syndrome. You got fired up, and then you go with that, and then not really understanding how many calories you're taking in. Oftentimes we're looking at, hey, well, let's say I took 500 calories in, and this is healthy for me, and understanding what is actually healthy is going to help me to achieve my goals. For my body type too as well.
Yeah. So I guess for people who want to get more information about what you do or want to get in touch with you, how can they do that? And then just what sort of things can you provide to help people reach those goals?
Yeah, definitely. They can go to our website, GETITWRIGHTFitness.com, our Instagram, our Facebook. One of the things that me and my coach provide, we provide personal training services for busy adults. So, anybody that wants to get healthy, lose an extra 15 pounds, or if you got a big goal, you want to lose 50 to 100 pounds, we can do that in person at the studio, and we can also do that live via Zoom.
Right. And your studio is where?
It's downtown, 2323 Grand Avenue, just right off of Ingersoll, pretty much,
Awesome. Well, Jeremiah, thank you so much. All really important stuff for people who want to set that fitness goal for your New Year's resolution. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, my man.